I can't read that.
What would you like me to do?
Can you just read this to see if the storyboard makes sense of our plot?
Okay, so I didn't see your pitch, so I'll just interpret it in terms of what you've got there. Might not be what you've intended, but that's how it looks to me. So it opens up with production, that's good. So that's in silence, I assume, because there's no sound there. So silence, and then on to distribution, silence, and then those credits fade to black. So the screen goes black, and then it fades up onto a scene of a character getting out of the car. So coming out of the car with a gun. Okay, so we've got that shot there. It's still silent. Yeah, so we've got the silence there. So this character then, is this the same as this character who then walks down the street and puts the mask on? So that's the first indication to me that this is a criminal, that it's a robbery taking place, some kind of crime because of the mask, obviously. When you've got credit 1 there, you need to put in I can see credit 1, is credit 1 going to fade up? Or is it going to appear on the screen? And then still stay on the screen or dominate its own screen? So it fades up to the action and fades out. So what you need to do is duplicate this storyboard frame and put it here. So it's the same action, but this time with the credit on it. Because that will show visually that credit's going to come and then fade off the main action. So we see the antagonist going towards the shop, which I'm assuming that he's going to rob. Yeah, because that's establishing that. Silence, or is there going to be kind of diegetic sound? Is there going to be the noise of traffic? Yeah, just
There'll be some noises in the background which I could add it on.
okay, so kind of incidental, diegetic, everyday background noise, because it's a shop on a road, goes into the shop. Again, with these credits, you'll need to put an extra frame in to show what the credit is that fades up and on and off the screen. In the shop, it goes to the music, so that's the music that's actually playing in the shop. Yeah, so we've been placed now inside the actual shop itself, where there is a woman doing her shopping and a shopkeeper doing his shopkeeping. Again, credits are coming up. The robber, so we now get a point of view shot whereby, are we put in the shoes of the antagonist or looking over his shoulder? So we're looking over, so it's almost like we've got a point of view shot then of the gun. So we see the gun and the shopkeeper being held up. The woman panics, as she would, and then is that the same person hiding? So she then goes and hides. So you've got this heist going on, this take-up going on. Cut to outside, police car, so I'm assuming that the sound then leaves the radio noise and goes back outside to the instant energetic sound that's going on over there. The guy gets arrested. Okay.
Yeah, I think the music.
What's that say? Is that dialogue?
Yeah, it says about time.
When he sees the
Okay, so the antagonist, the criminal, says about time as he's being caught with a weird, creepy smile. So there's something. So this is the first element of kind of mystery, if you like, enigma, because you'd expect a criminal to be panicking about being caught, or to be kind of like resisting or fighting or shouting. But instead, it's like he's invited the arrest. So now I'm thinking as an audience, why? Why did somebody do that? He's almost like committed a crime to get himself arrested. But why does he want to do that? The film title fades in. I want to know what's happening sound-wise here now, because this is the shop noise still, or the incidental noise from outside the shop. Is this now silent? The title fades in. I want to know what the title is there, because I don't know what the title is. And then it cuts to a police station, presumably. That looks like an interrogation room with the police and the police detective and the actual criminal. Some dialogue going on there. Voiceover explaining the murder.
So from the previous scene, he's explaining the old cases, and then the next 3 scenes are of them old cases.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so he does that. So that's the detective explaining, you mean?
No, the criminal.
So the criminal is like what, confessing, if you like, to previous murders. So you have 3 confessions of 3 murders, and this is all within the first 2 minutes. Okay, so you've got that. Is the detective a bit stunned? Is there an element the detective thought he was just arresting somebody for a hold-up just? I mean, seriously, had a gun, sorry, pulled a gun on a shopkeeper. So he thought he was arresting him for that and said he's confessed to triple murder. Okay. Recording blink, so it hasn't recorded.
Yeah, so he had 40 recorded, he was just gone. It's just silence in the background.
So you've got an element of control going on there, where the criminal has somehow manipulated the tape so it's blank. Is that a bit supernaturally? Is it a technical thing, or is that going into the realms of kind of supernatural thriller? And also, did you establish? I don't think it was really established that was being. If it's a big thing about it being blank, you'd have to make a big thing about switching it on at this stage. Otherwise, it kind of doesn't really follow. And then the criminal just gets up and walks out, even though he's just confessed to triple murder, but there's no evidence of it. Is that the point? But how could he? Oh, he escaped, because how could he just walk out if he's still been arrested for holding a gun up at a shopkeeper?
He just like escapes the police, and it's him like walking around the police station.
Okay. And then we see him going out.
Yeah, like walking down the street. He feels like he's being watched.
Well, he probably would be, wouldn't he, if he's just escaped from a police station?
No, that's the police officers going out after looking for him. But then ever since that, after that moment, he feels like he's being watched every moment he takes.
Okay, so he feels like that he's being stalked almost. All right, okay. So I think most of that is really clear in terms of the actual action. My concern would be how much of that you can actually show in 2 minutes. And also, what's then going to be the main body of the film?
The whole basis of the film is if the detective is going to go and try and solve these 3 murders we've been talking about, and it's all about the criminal playing mind games with the detective.
Okay.
And
so it kind of becomes like a cat and mouse game then. So you've got the criminal who's got the upper hand, if you like, because he's confessed, but somehow has managed to... I mean, in a way, you don't have to explain how it's happened, as long as you can make a thing about it that he starts to record it, and then there's no recording there, and then you might do a close-up of the criminal, kind of with a, that enigmatic sort of, got one over on you sort of style, to establish that this thriller is going to be a kind of a psychological competition between criminal and police, it's like a challenge, isn't it? It's a mental challenge between them, a mental duel. In that case, so you won't dwell on the murders, they'll just be quite quick confessions,
yeah,
will
so
they?
they'll just, what it is, it's more of a visual thing, so it'll just show them actually being how they got killed.
Okay.
And then it'll go straight back to the next one. And
what, will he have photos with him, or?
No, so what we're going to do is like a flashback sort of scene to show it.
Just like a very quick flashback. Yeah. So you're going to stage 3 different murder scenes?
Yeah.
Okay, be careful about thinking about how you do that, if you don't want it to be a bloodbath, because then you end up kind of stepping in the grounds of horror a little bit, rather than, the psychological thriller, which I think is the intention. Yeah? Yeah? I think that's got real potential. I think you're going to practice your timing, though. That's quite a lot for 2 minutes. And also, you haven't got, so these credits, these credits, these fade-up credits are going to be your cast and crew credits, yes? Okay, lovely. Yeah, okay, good.